and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen, and I am back with another of my Thankful for You layout videos. And today I am documenting how thankful I am for my brother-in-law. Just don't tell him because I like to keep a low profile with that kind of thing with him. He is something special, and I'll talk a little bit more about him and these pictures in a minute. I am going to use my Discover and Create by Vicki Boutin because of these squirrels right here, and then there's some acorns, and so I wanted to use those, and this is the perfect opportunity. I've got the 6x8, the 12x12, the mixed media paper. I have some scraps, lots of embellishments. I did bring out a couple of inks in some grays and this Tim Holtz distress stamp set. And so I'm going to use that and bring in some black soot as well. So I got my paper, my embellishments, my mixed media, my pictures, and an idea. So let's see how this goes. So I had a scrap of paper, which is a full 12x12, but there's a circle cut out of the middle. And so I am going to use that to mat because it's got kind of like the little tire track grids and lines on it. You can't really tell very well right now. But because I used a mixed media paper with this gray that's got some pattern in it as well, I decided I'd get my black soot out and ink all the way around so it would stand out on that paper, that gray light colored paper. And then I took hickory smoke and this like tire tread stamp, and I put that down a few places. And then I used pumice stone to make like a splotchy distress in some places, and then I use black soot to make some little rings, and I have some of them come off, but because I've already matted my paper, I just use the back of one of my picture mats and stamp off that way. I love the look of having something stamping, having the stamp come off the page. It just makes it extenuate your page and makes it look like it just continues to go. And so I'm going to do that with the little black round. It's kind of like an, like a spill cup stain or something, but I just am looking for a little bit of grunge and a little bit of mess because my brother-in-law has got my car up on a jack, and he is fixing this lovely little piece you see down here that looks like a snake, but it's not. It's a very small piece in my car. A few weeks ago, I was at my mom's house, of course, visiting the baby, and I came back out, and it was like Christmas in my car, and all the lights and bells and whistles were flashing and blinking at me, and I couldn't understand what was happening, and all the little warning things said something about my brakes, and I was panicked. So after taking it to the dealership and getting it looked at and all of that, they said that it was the speed sensor cable or whatever, and that a rodent had chewed it up. And so the most likely culprit would be the squirrels that love to be in my mother's backyard. However, we've lived in that house, or my parents have, for almost 30 years. No, over 30 years, 39 years. And have never, ever had this happen before. And there's always been squirrels because it's like there's a wooded area back there, and the squirrels run crazy. Like mom's had to deal with them in the house, not in the house, well, in the house, but not inside, like in the walls and stuff like that. So they have been a nightmare, but not to the cars. And we've always had cars parked outside, like, for years. So anyway, never happened. It was a big, huge drama. It was going to cost an arm and a leg, and luckily my brother-in-law was able to help me out and fixed it for me. And so all I had to do was babysit my neph pup and my neph pup and my niece pup. That's what they are. And that's not a hardship at all. And so I literally decided to title this, I just parked my car and then this happened, because I found this little thing that said, and then this happened. And I was like, that's perfect. I also have that guilty up there because I'm going to put that down at the bottom by the part and then one of the squirrels. I am going to journal on here, but there's like some information that I wanted to verify, as well as, some names that I'm not going to put on here. But, because I want to tell the full story, but I'm not going to rat out the people. Anyway, it was a big, huge, dramatic experience. And I'm grateful, like I said, for my brother-in-law. And since I know he's not going to watch this, I'm going to tell you all, he is honestly the best. He is super supportive of my sister and my niece and nephew. He's always been there for me and my family, no matter what we've, been through. Him and my dad were super, super close. And I'm just grateful for him. He knows that, but like, it's our job to like hassle each other. So like, I call him Bubba, which is why it says in the title, I'm thankful for you, Bubba, even though that's not his name. But I call him that because I like to drive him crazy because that's my job. But he is fantastic. And I did post after this on Facebook that he was the best or something like that. And I had to put underneath it that I had not been hacked by him, because I knew anyone who knew me would think that he had hacked into my phone and posted on Facebook, because that's just not something I would outright put out there. But this was a phenomenal thing, and all the bells and whistles and lights and all the alarms went off on my car. So that's what the two pictures are. One is beforehand, and the other one is after, when all the little lights and things and warning symbols are gone. I had to look up the dates because I knew it was in October. I couldn't remember the dates. So I put the date for when it happened on the top and the date for when it got fixed on the bottom, and I'm going to journal in the middle. And so that is it. I love the way this turned out. It was a lot of fun. I do like doing these grungy layouts, but I don't have a lot of like stash that's really good for grunge, or like mechanics, or, things like that. So I thought that this mixed media paper worked well. And of course I had the dang squirrels, and now I got those used up because I don't really, look at all those lights, y'all. It was terrible. Terrible. I was petrified. But anyway, he's the best. I love him very much. But don't tell him I said that. But anyway, so I put all these cute little words on here, like the little things, because it's a freaking little piece that was going to cost an arm and a leg and cause all this drama, and a daggone little squirrel. And we did find a walnut inside the hood of my car. I guarantee they were after that. But anyway, if you like my video and or my layout, I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe if you haven't already. I hope y'all have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.